Okay, I welcome you all to this formal, informal discussion where we'll see how you're preparing, what is the way forward, what is the best way. एंड यहाँ पे ये भी बोलना ज़रूरी है कि सबका एक ही तरीका नहीं होता है पढ़ने का. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आईड लाइक टू नो कि आप लोग का क्या मतलब प्रॉब्लम्स हैं मेनली. सो वन बाय वन प्लीज़ आप एक बार अपनी तैयारी में थोड़े जो इश्यूज आते हैं वो बताओ. स्टार्ट विद राजा.
सर मुझे भी सर न्यूमेरिकल पोर्शंस में ही थोड़ा बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. जैसे कि सर हाइड्रोलॉजिकल मतलब जो हाइड्रोलॉजी जो है उस पर थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम होता है सर. जियोफिजिक्स वाला मैथमेटिक्स में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम होता है. जो एकदम स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड नहीं होता है तो थोड़ा दिक्कत होता है उसको.
ओके
फार्मूला वगैरह इसमें उसमें थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम होता है.
ओके तो मतलब बेसिकली हम देखें तो थ्योरी में आपको कोई डाउट नहीं होता है.
सर थ्योरी में उतना सर प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता है सर. न्यूमेरिकल में ज्यादा होता है. कंफ्यूजिंग क्वेश्चंस में थोड़ा बहुत होता है थियोरिटिकल में. जैसे सर पैलियोंटोलॉजी में होता है और जियोमॉर्फोलॉजी में थोड़ा बहुत होता है कभी कभी.
ओके
अदर देन सर थ्योरी में उतना नहीं है सर.
ओके
पेट्रोलॉजी में थोड़ा बहुत इग्नियस में होता है जो सिस्टम वगैरह में है.
ओके जैसे अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं कि आपका सबसे स्ट्रांग सब्जेक्ट क्या है.
सर सर अच्छा लगता है जो थोड़ा बहुत रिलेटिवली स्ट्रक्चर टेक्टोनिक्स.
जितने भी सब्जेक्ट हैं अगर हम कुछ सब्जेक्ट को हटा दें, जैसे अगर तुम पेलियोंटोलॉजी और स्ट्रैटिग्राफी को हटा दो तो सब में कुछ ना कुछ न्यूमेरिकल पोर्शन तो है ही.
यस सर.
Whether you take remote sensing, whether you take ore geology, whether geochemistry, geophysics is completely numerical. But I would suggest कि आप लोग न्यूमेरिकल में इशू होने का मैं दो रीज़न बताता हूँ. एक रीज़न ये होता है न्यूमेरिकल में इशू होने का कि मतलब एक तो बहुत स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड रीज़न है कि आपको फॉर्मूला ही नहीं पता है. राइट, यू डोंट नो व्हाट द फॉर्मूला इज. राइट, बट समटाइम्स नॉट द क्वेश्चन इज नॉट ऑलवेज सॉल्व्ड बिकॉज ऑफ द फॉर्मूला. राइट, कि आपको फॉर्मूला कुछ बहुत ही लॉजिकल क्वेश्चंस भी होते हैं. जैसे लास्ट ईयर जो गेट का एग्ज़ाम हुआ है या नेट के जो न्यूमेरिकल्स हैं उसमें बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस ऐसे थे जिसमें अगर आप थोड़ा ज़्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करो, अच्छे से सोचो तो आपका वो सॉल्व हो जाएगा. राइट, तो यहाँ पे जब मतलब हम लोग प्रैक्टिस करते हैं ना तो एक जो इंटेंशन ये होता है कि लास्ट ईयर का आपने क्वेश्चंस देख लिया. राइट, उसको आपने करना सीख लिया तो आपको लगता है कि आप बाकी भी कर सकते हो. बट इसमें प्रॉब्लम यहाँ पे आती है कि देखो एग्जैक्टली द सेम क्वेश्चन वोंट गेट रिपीटेड. राइट, अगर रिपीट होगा भी तो वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा सिंपल क्वेश्चन है. जैसे आपसे अपेरेंट डिप निकालने का पूछ लिया तो उसका बहुत वो भी लेकिन लोगों को टफ ही लगता है अगर वो फिर से रिपीट हो भी गया तो. न्यूमेरिकल के लिए सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट ये है कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपको एक तो फियर फैक्टर है जो कि न्यूमेरिकल है कैसे करेंगे वो एक कम करना है. और दूसरा सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है कि आपको क्वेश्चन को समझना है कि व्हाट द क्वेश्चन इज आस्किंग. राइट, और क्वेश्चन अगर आपको समझ में आया उसके बाद यू कैन स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग. राइट, तो क्वेश्चन का जो मीनिंग मतलब कई बार देखोगे आपका 5-6 लाइन के बड़े बड़े क्वेश्चन दे देते हैं न्यूमेरिकल. जैसे लास्ट ईयर जो गेट में तो 6-7 लाइन का एक क्वेश्चन था. राइट, तो उसमें थोड़ा सा लगता है कि ओ मतलब करें कि शुरू करें कि नहीं, इतना बीच में समझ में आना बंद हो गया. तो यू हैव टू गिव टाइम टू न्यूमेरिकल. उसके बाद होता है अगर आपके फंडामेंटल्स क्लियर हैं, आप जितने भी न्यूमेरिकल देखोगे सब बहुत ही बेसिक लेवल पे क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं आपसे. सो इफ़ यू आर वेरी ओरिएंटेड टुवर्ड्स अंडरस्टैंडिंग द बेसिक्स ऑफ एवरी सब्जेक्ट, जैसे स्ट्रक्चरल का जो बेसिक्स है अगर वो आपको पता है तो मोहर सर्किल वन ऑफ द ईजिएस्ट टॉपिक हो जाता है. राइट, प्रॉब्लम ये है कि आप लोगों को कभी उस तरह से ना आपने पढ़ा है शायद या उस तरह से पढ़ाया नहीं गया है जिस तरह से आप क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं. मतलब हम लोग थ्योरी पढ़ लेते हैं जब हम बीएससी एमएससी में होते हैं. राइट, एग्ज़ाम क्लियर करने के लिए वाले होते हैं. लेकिन यहाँ पे आके थोड़ा सा क्वेश्चन का बिहेवियर बदल जाता है. इट्स नॉट वेरी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन. थोड़ा सा आपको सोचना पड़ता है. तो वंस यू शुड हैव दैट एबिलिटी टू थिंक इन द राइट डायरेक्शन. उसके बाद एक मतलब अगर दूसरा चीज़ है कि आप प्रैक्टिस बहुत ज़्यादा करते हो. अगर प्रैक्टिस आप ज़्यादा कर रहे हो तो आपको थोड़ा कंफर्टेबल फील होने लगता है क्वेश्चंस के साथ. राइट, तो ये चीज़ें इंपॉर्टेंट है. अब जैसे कोई बोल रहा है कि मेरे को न्यूमेरिकल नहीं पसंद, न्यूमेरिकल मेरे से नहीं होता है, इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि आपकी न्यूमेरिकल में प्रॉब्लम है. प्रॉब्लम आपकी बेसिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग में है उस सब्जेक्ट की, क्योंकि न्यूमेरिकल आपको बस कुछ नंबर्स दे रहा है जो आपको किसी तरह से अरेंज करके आपको सॉल्व करना है। बट अगर आपको क्वेश्चन ही समझ में नहीं आ रहा है व्हाट ही इज ट्राइंग टू आस्क, या कुछ जैसे अब ग्रेविटी वाले क्वेश्चन है जो जियो फिजिक्स में, कई लोगों को ग्रेविटी एनोमली समझ में ही नहीं आता है कि होता क्या है, राइट? या समझ में आता भी है तो उसका बेसिक पूरी तरह से क्लियर नहीं कि कैसे अप्लाई करना है इसको, तो ये वाला इशू होता है। तो न्यूमेरिकल के लिए आपका सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है कि आपके बेसिक एकदम क्लियर हो, और जो कि यहाँ क्लासेस में मैं, अगर आपने देखे होंगे वीडियोस, तो मैं ट्राई करता हूँ कि आपके जो फंडामेंटल्स हैं, जो एकदम फेज डायग्राम का जो एकदम बेसिक है कि कोई भी अगर आपका मैग्मा कूल हो रहा है तो किस तरह से उसको जाना चाहिए, व्हाट लॉजिकली शुड बी द नेक्स्ट स्टेप। इफ़ यू हैव सीन सम वीडियोस आपको थोड़ा सा आइडिया होगा, राइट? तो उस चीज़ को अगर आप बार बार अच्छे से करोगे तो यू विल बिकम कॉन्फिडेंट इन दैट सब्जेक्ट, एंड दैट्स व्हाट आई डिड। जब मैं अपनी प्रिपरेशन कर रहा था तो आई ऑल्सो फेस द सेम सिचुएशन, बिकॉज ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग कि उतना अच्छा, मतलब जो कॉलेज में पढ़ाई होती है वो एग्ज़ाम ओरिएंटेड तो नहीं होती, राइट? वो आपके सेमेस्टर ओरिएंटेड रहती है। एग्ज़ाम ओरिएंटेड के लिए आपको खुद से एफर्ट करना ही पड़ता है। तो जब मैंने खुद से पढ़ना शुरू किया तो ये समझ में आया कि बेसिक्स हैं जो काफ़ी मेहनत लगती है उसमें। आप बेसिक्स अगर आपके क्लियर होते गए तो आपके कई क्वेश्चन अपने आप होते चले जाते हैं, तो उसमें आपको थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना है। तो वो चीज़ यहाँ पे हम मतलब प्रैक्टिस करवाता भी हूँ, और आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू थिंग्स इन द राइट वे, ताकि आपको डर लगना बंद हो जाए। एक जो वो होता है ना कि अगर हमने डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम का क्वेश्चन देखा तो हम शुरुआत से ही डर गए कि पता नहीं होगा कि नहीं होगा। एक गैप है ना, वो गैप फिल करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। जो एक थोड़ा सा फियर फैक्टर और थोड़ा सा एक जो आप स्ट्रेंज फील करते हो किसी सब्जेक्ट को लेके या किसी टॉपिक को लेके, दैट शुड गो। एक बार आप बहुत ही कंफर्टेबल हो जाना चाहिए आपको उस सब्जेक्ट के साथ, देन ओनली यू विल बी पॉजिटिवली अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड पॉजिटिवली अटेम्प्टिंग द क्वेश्चंस, राइट? बाकी लोग, स्नेहा, श्रुति, हाउ लॉन्ग यू हैव बीन प्रिपेयरिंग? क्या
Thank you,
इशू
sir.
आता है आपको?
So myself, Sruthi,
Yes, Udit.
like I just started to prepare
Yeah.
this gate. I want to give the 2020. I'm preparing for 2023 gate, like next year.
This is
So
right time.
like I'm doing my MSc right now at DU. Like I have a problem at the mineral. Like I didn't get a base about a mineralogy, like about the crystal. I got the factor like what is crystal and all, but I can't connect it when the questions come, like
Right.
from there. Then I like for geophysics part, I have no idea about geophysics other than like those we get from engineering geology and those basic concepts only I had no. Then after that a structural, like if I go through a stereo net thing, I just drew it as like the teachers just inform us to draw like this and lineation, and I didn't get an understanding from that how this lineation came like this and all. Then like I'm just good at like tectonics, geomorphology, that subjects. Like I have a basic idea of geomorphology. Like I can get a like enough information about that, but I'm not good at these subjects, structural, those portion where numericals are starting to ask, like these are.
Yeah, I understand. Manish?
Yes, sir.
No, not you. Manish and Sneha, Reshma, Anwar. How many of you have the same problem, like what she told or what Raja has told us, कि they have the problems with numerical mostly? Most of you have the same type of problem?
Yes, sir. Same problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Sir, I have a different problem.
Yes, Avinash, tell me.
सर एक्चुअली ये प्रॉब्लम तो है, ये प्रॉब्लम तो सबका
न्यूमेरिकल मतलब unanimously we all agree कि numerical is an issue, right?
Yes, yes, sir. Apart from this, I have the main problem is that I am sometimes I'm confused. Where should I go? Like if I am concentrating on GSI, then I have to read extra things other than geology. I have to read general studies. If I am going for GATE, I have to read geophysics and aptitude. And if I'm going concentrating on NET, then I have to read oceanography and all those things apart from core geology. So I'm confused that what should I read, whether I should go for general studies or I should go for aptitude or I should go for geophysics. So that is the thing I am facing the
Yeah.
problem.
Okay. So the problem is management also here, right?
Yes, sir.
Because yeah, I agree with this because there are a lot of subjects in geology itself. If you remove general studies part जो नया जुड़ा है, or if you remove oceanography and climatology, there are about 15 topics within geology which are which includes topics like mineralogy and crystallography, which itself is a big subject, right? तो ये थोड़ा जगल करना आसान नहीं होता है because when the exams are approaching you start your orientation in that perspective. Like if net exam आने वाला है तो you start preparing about net, then gate के लिए you start focusing on numericals again, like you put some attention to geophysics side, and when GSI का होता है तो you start general studies, right? What my approach is, in all these subjects there are some common topics, right? The core geology part,
Yes, sir.
you should start always with that because these are your basic subjects. मतलब ये आपको पहले से भी पता है, right? Climatology and oceanography are whole different subjects, right? Net is a very big exam. Net में geophysics वाले भी बैठते हैं, net में there are climate and oceanography students are also there, geology is also there, right? So that's why you have a lot of options in net, right? You can choose what you want to answer. You can understand very basics of oceanography, very basics of climatology, and solve simple questions which come on that topic. But your strength in each of this exam is always going to be your geology, right? Because you have masters in that, you have the idea about the subject. So what is the approach that is required for any of this exam is first have very strong hold on the topics which are related to geology, core geology. Like you should not be having problem in igneous, metamorphic and sedimentary rocks. You should not have problem in understanding mineralogy, HM symbols and all that, because if you see there are going to be more topics which are in geology, right? Geophysics also is not very much which is like asked in the exam, apart from the common section in gate and in net examination. जो section B है, that is completely geology of gate, right? It's not, it doesn't have any geophysics question. So always focus on improving your geology topics, and then as the exam approach, as the net exam is coming, right, you can start before 2 months you can start about oceanography and climatology and just take the basic points from that. If some direct or easy question comes, you can answer that. There will be difficult questions of oceanography also, there will be difficult questions of geophysics also and climatology also, but you are not masters in geophysics or climatology, you are masters in geology. You will tackle the difficult questions of geology, right? To score more marks you can, because these subjects are quite interrelated, you can attempt questions of oceanography and climatology which are like straight questions. If you're interested, you can also go for the numerical, but not leaving geology aside. Geology should be your strength, right? So you have to focus on that. And these topics are not, जैसे आपको petrology की बात, if you talk about igneous petrology, there are well defined areas that you have to read. Igneous petrology in itself is a huge subject, right? There's whole book, Phil Potts हो गया, JD Winter हो गया. You cannot go about reading the whole book for just one topic, right? There are some patterns in the examination, like you have to look at the textures very nicely, you have to look at the phase diagrams very nicely, right? Then you don't have to do a PhD in or do a research in igneous petrology. You have to know the basics very nicely. Basics आपके अगर सही हैं तो you can attempt the exam with good spirit. Like you can actually do most of the questions. But the point is, it gets boring sometimes, and it also is difficult to do it like on a daily routine, right? So my idea is कि you can take our help, and we will guide you, or I will guide you in understanding or tell you how to understand these topics, because it takes a lot of time. मतलब 1-2 साल आपका, see, when I graduated, it took me around 2 years to completely understand the whole thing, or when I was doing it on myself, right? And I got 250 rank in gate when I did it for the first time, which was like not good, not very bad. Then when I focused on doing some questions and understanding, reading the books, and here and there I explored many books. Or that's what we normally do, right? Someone tells you कि this book is nice, you start reading that. ऐसा होता है. And someone tells you कि नहीं ये वहाँ से पढ़ लो, then you start reading that, right? And there are a lot of subjects. So for every subject you have one book, right? आपका मिनरोलॉजी पढ़ना है, you start from Dexter Perkins. आपको पेट्रोलॉजी पढ़ना है, then you start from J.D. Winter. सेडिमेंटोलॉजी पढ़ना है, you start from Sam Box. So it is difficult to juggle, right? So I have the जो जियोलॉजी कॉन्सेप्ट में हम जो स्ट्रक्चर बना के देते हैं, we take only the basic things and teach you in that way. But the point is कि the effort that we put is only 20%. The 80% of effort comes from your side, where you always have to see. We'll tell you what to study, but ultimately it's you who have to study it. वो आपको, you have to study that, you have to religiously do questions. It is boring sometimes, but this is the path you have to take, right? You have to go through that boring phase, you have to go through that little difficult phase, then you get confidence in that subject. Because it is not कि ऐसा नहीं होने वाला है कि if I tell you and you will start solving those questions like from the very next day. It takes some time. Learning is difficult. Learning is not an easy process, but I try to make it more enjoyable because we look at the things from very basic perspective. Like what is the physics behind it? If you are reading geochemistry, what is the chemistry behind it, right? And then if you start exploring it doesn't feel like you are doing something which you don't really understand, right? You will feel you are doing this because you understand it completely, and then it becomes a little bit more enjoyable, right, rather than doing on its own. So first of all, ये तो मत सोचो कि you cannot do it, because NATs हो या फिर theory हो, anything is just asking you the basic fundamentals of every subject. You कोई भी numerical, you pick up any numerical and you will find that if you know the solution, right? अगर आप कोई भी वीडियो देखो या anything, if someone tells you the solution, doesn't it feel कि यार this was not that difficult? Every time that happens, right? And that happened with me also. आप में से किसी को ऐसा फील हुआ है कि कोई क्वेश्चन डिफिकल्ट लग रहा है, you found it difficult when you read it, but when someone told you the solution or you found the solution, you realize कि it was really not that difficult, right? The solution was actually easy. ऐसा होता है जब आप किस चीज का सॉल्यूशन देखते हो, मनीष?
यस सर, ऐसा होता है सर.
और फिर तब क्या लगता है तुमको?
इधर कर सकते हैं.
ये लगता है ना कि मतलब अगर मैंने एफर्ट करी होती, या ऐसा लगता है कि एफर्ट करी होती तो शायद हो जाता, राइट? लेकिन द ओनली प्रॉब्लम हियर इज, ऐसा नहीं है कि आप कर नहीं सकते, आप कर सकते हैं. व्हाट द प्रॉब्लम हियर इज कि द पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ थिंकिंग, द अप्रोच टू सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो हियर व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू, अगर आप खुद से भी अगर कर रहे हो तैयारी, या यू आर टेकिंग आवर हेल्प, we will make sure your approach towards solving the question is very nicely oriented. You do not fear the questions, right? Some of you have started taking the class, and I think Avinash has started taking the class. So
Yes.
Do you feel the way we explain it, you try to, क्या आपको लगता है कि चीजें आसान हो रही हैं?
Yes, sir, definitely.
तो अब देखो, मैंने कुछ, आई डोंट टेल यू समथिंग विच इज वेरी यूनिक, राइट? आपको वो पहले शायद पता भी हो, बट द अप्रोच बाय विच यू नो स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग द क्वेश्चंस, स्टार्ट लुकिंग एट द क्वेश्चंस, और नॉट जस्ट क्वेश्चन, यू स्टार्ट लुकिंग एट द कॉन्सेप्ट्स, राइट? दे आर वेरी फंडामेंटल. अगर वो फंडामेंटल चीजें आपको पता है, देन यू कैन अप्लाई इट एनीवेयर. द ओनली थिंग इज you should not be wrong at the fundamental level, right? अगर आपको डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम क्या होता है यही नहीं पता, इफ यू डोंट नो व्हाट इज डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम, या what we mean when we say chemical constituents in that degree of freedom formula, I don't know why I'm focusing on that. Let's talk about gravity also. If you don't know what is the gravity, what is geoid, right? Or what do we really mean when we say this is an international gravity formula, on what type of earth shape is it applicable? These are the basic things that you should know. Then using your simple logic, you can solve most of the questions, right? और जितने भी फॉर्मूले हैं ना, मोस्ट ऑफ द फॉर्मूले दैट वी यूज आर एक्चुअली can be derived. जैसे there is this geochemistry question that comes many times, which is crystallization वाला part, right? There are two types of crystallization, equilibrium and fractional. Every time you will see some question on that, right? Or there is this coefficient वाला question. So you can solve those questions even if you don't know the formula, because that formula derivation is very simple, right? And in gate examination there is never a problem of time, right? You have enough time to solve questions. So this is going to be very important. Okay, so this is how the approach should be of going about these exams, right?
अच्छा हर्ष सर, कुछ स्टूडेंट्स हैं इनमें से जो जस्ट अभी तैयारी चालू कर रहे हैं, जिन्होंने अभी तक कुछ नहीं पढ़ा, दे आर जस्ट स्टार्टेड प्रिपेयरिंग एंड दे आर कंफ्यूज्ड अबाउट कि जो पूरा साल भर है उसको कैसे शेड्यूल करके नेक्स्ट ईयर तक कैसे प्रिपरेशन करनी है.
Okay, how many of you are here who are just starting, मतलब अभी सोचा है उनने कि बस अभी शुरू करना है?
Yes, sir.
You study, sir. Abhishek.
Yes, sir. I also.
Yeah, me as well.
Okay,
Me
so
also.
see, when you are starting the preparation, it is very important कि देखो, you should at least start before Feb. Okay, मतलब Feb या Feb के आसपास शुरू कर देना चाहिए. You should give yourself at least 1 year, complete 1 year to understand it, to understand the whole thing. And 1 year is the time where you
Yeah,
will
also.
be able to revise it. Like आपका अगर Feb में शुरू करोगे, let me give you a real perspective. If you start from just Feb or early Feb, it will take till June till you have done the whole thing once, right? Along with solving questions. And then starts your revision phase. Then you start your revision. One revision you will be able to do by November, and second revision you will be able to do by the January mid. So first of all, you will complete the syllabus once, then you will do the first revision, and you will do the second revision. Till that time, we'll continue. If you join us, we'll continuously supply you good questions every week. There is weekly test that is going on. Every week there is a test, right? If and during the January month, you will have the test series with you. So in January, you start focusing on test series where you see how much marks you are getting, and if you start from Feb, we'll start giving you questions. And I shouldn't have to tell you this, but I'll reiterate it again, that solving questions is one of the biggest thing that students don't do, right? They like, उनको ये लगता है कि let's just finish the whole thing and then I'll do the questions, right? And this situation will never come, like कभी ऐसा नहीं लगेगा आपको, you will never feel कि you are done, right? कि अब हो गया है, सब आता है मुझको, अब मैं क्वेश्चन करूंगा. This will never come, right? That feeling will never come. So you have to keep on solving questions and keep on getting good with it. You cannot solve 1800 questions in 1 month and be good at it. You can solve these questions distributed over a long time and then eventually get better at it. एकदम से आप solve करते हो, it can go almost very negative, where you solve all the question at once and then you realize कि मुझे तो कुछ नहीं आता है, right? That is not the good approach. This time when you start preparing, prepare with a mindset that you have 1 year, you will give time to subjects, you will ask as many questions as you want, and till the basics are not very clear. And when I teach, I tell you that this point that I am telling you, this is the basic. Do not forget this thing. Everything else can be built upon that. Most of the question will be like this. They will ask you some fundamental thing, and on the top there will be a layer. They will ask you to apply that. Application part you can do if the basic is clear, right? If you know what is the gravity correction formula, you can apply it to hill also, lake also, wherever you want, valley also, anywhere. Application can be done in any of the examples, right? If you completely change the game, then also I'll be able to apply it. Why? Because my basics are clear. So where you have to focus on the basics, and this is a very good time to start, because you will have whole year. In this 1 year, you will be able to do the whole revision at least 2 to 3 times. If you are revising along with your reading, then along with the classes, you will be able to do the revision very nicely 3 times. And 3 times revision is very good for any exam. If you can revise it 3 times before the exam, the whole thing, along with doing the questions, you will be in a very good position to score like above 60 or 65 plus in GATE examination, around 130 plus. There was these student last year, I'm telling you, in last to last year batch, there was this student who was scoring around 30-31 in GATE examination. I just put him in the process in the live class, and he scored around only rank 51 this year. Yeah, there's an interview also, 51 or something. And he said ki when I was interviewing him and I was talking to him, I asked ki kya aisa badla? What was the changes that you did? So what he said, apart from the thing, he said that the questions that were given and the way it was taught us to solve the question, how to approach the question, that has changed the game for him, right? No doubt the knowledge would have increased, of course, but even if you have all the knowledge, if you have not learned how to apply it into the question, you will be short of that extra 5 to 7 marks. Of 5 to 7 marks, it will be like, if you can get 67, you will get around 60. That extra 7 to 8 marks is what brings you in top 50 from top 100 or from top 150 into the top 20 brackets. Okay, so actually whole thing is about confidence. Okay, this whole process na, when you are attending classes or you are watching video lectures or you are doing question, is just nothing but building confidence step by step, right? You cannot bombard yourself with all the question at once. You have to get into the process. Once you are in that process, it will, but बस वही है कि थोड़ा sincerity चाहिए होता है. Like there are students who have joined the class, those who are not focusing well enough and has not shown improvement as much as they should. But there are students those who have gone leaps and bounds in their preparation. They keep me busy all the week. Like they ask me questions like on the weekend, on the weekdays, anytime. And I've allowed that because I can see that they are desperate to get the crack the examination. That desperation you can see when you're talking to them on the phone, right? Ki I'm not able to do this part. Everything else is done. Why I'm not able to solve this? What I'm missing? And that is when you realize that they are really striving, right? If they get good marks in the test, if they get bad marks in the test, you can see that change in their voice. Ki, why was I not able to do it? And what was the basic thing that I missed in this? And then we sit and then we do all the revision. And then feel that confidence you start to see build up in their, in their approach towards solving the question. And that is what you have to go through. That whole process is about that. Otherwise, 2 बार मैंने भी गेट दिया था without preparation and I didn't score well. Even though I knew the concepts, it was not that. It was about knowing the basics. And that is what every exam will focus on. So I think I'm repeating myself, but again, do you have any specific question? Because I've told you the gist of it, how the preparation should be done. And this is the right time. Give yourself 1 year. 1 year or so. Yes, Parveen.
Sir, I'm going to start to prepare, sir, because I completed my MSc right now. So I saw in some videos of this, your interviews are there in geology concepts. So I saw that some prepare from start their preparation from the previous question papers.
Yeah.
Like they will take the question, then they will read about the whole topic.
Yes.
And some say that we should go and read the books. Like for oceanography, we should read the Trujillo. We should complete that. Then we should go and try to solve the problems. So what should we actually do? So I'm just confused because I don't know how. I mean, actually, for as you said earlier, we were trying to crack our SEM exams, not in the exam point of view, like for the net dot
Yeah, it was not a competition.
Yes. So we tried. We read the theory part. We read some to get the pass mark. We studied, but that's not the way of studying for net. So I would like to know how we should study, and actually I'm very confused and I'm very scared of this exam also, sir. Will I be able to crack this or not? Because there is too much, vast syllabus. So I'm a geophysics student, so I don't know anything about the geology also. So it's very difficult for me to start, sir. So is it okay? You should. What is your advice that? Can you give?
Yeah, very good question. See, this question is very common question. How should I start? Okay. See, Parveen, it is not about reading the theory alone, and it is not about just going and solving the questions. Okay, first thing, you should know the syllabus. Okay, so when you start your preparation, a very good approach is to look at the previous year question. Do not solve them. Okay, look at the previous year questions, and if you know the syllabus, you can see what is the thing that they are asking, right? If you look at the geophysics paper, there is a lot of questions based on geophysical methods and gravity calculation, right? So you have to first know the syllabus, because see, I can start reading J.D. Winter or any other book. Let's say in your case, you can start reading William Laurie, right? And there are a lot of things which are not really needed in the exam perspective, right? So it is a very bad approach to start with the book without knowing the syllabus and without knowing what the questions are being asked on, right? What are the topics on which the questions are focusing? Because let's be very honest that for 1 year we are not going into the research field. We are in the process of cracking an examination. That's after that we'll go into research a job, right? So exploring is something that you will do later. Right now the focus is on cracking the exam, right? And therefore your whole strategy should be around what is asked in the exam, right? So what we'll do, we will look at the questions first. Do not solve them. It's not like you have to start solving and then look at that. Know the questions, know the syllabus, so that when you are reading the book, you should have at least an idea what not to read. Okay, which part you can skip and move ahead, so that you doesn't take 1 month to finish that book. And finally, when you started, let's say you started reading a book, right? You know the syllabus, you know what is asked in the exam, and you start reading book. Okay, it's fine. You get the concepts, you take down your notes, but then come back and start solving those questions. If you are able to solve it, you are on the right track. But again, previous year questions are limited, right? Most of the time, most of you will already know those questions, and you will know somehow, aapne dekha hoga, because it's not the first time you are seeing the previous year question. So after some time, it will get repetitive. Means you know what the answer is, you know what the approach is, right? You will eventually need some more questions. So you can either go for a good test series, or you can start looking at the questions from other examinations, but it will not give you that perspective, right? कई और examination भी होते हैं geology के. You can look at those questions also, but my advice will be to have a good test series, so that you can actually evaluate yourself and have lot of questions, so that you don't feel out of questions. कि आपको ये ना लगे कि now I don't have questions to solve, and you are going on repeating previous year questions again and again. That is okay. You have to look at that, because that will give you an idea how the questions will be asked. But like last year, आप देखो, GATE has almost changed the game. There were 36 marks of NATs, right? Last year, and in 2017, there was 17 marks of NAT. Then they increased it, and they have now increased to 36. So out of 100, or let's say out of 85, if 15 marks of aptitude, in 85, around 36 marks is of NAT, which is around 40%, which is a huge number. You cannot just ignore NATs, right? So and also you should be ready for some surprises, because next time you don't know what they will do. You can increase it to 40 or something, right? So whenever you are preparing for the exam, previous year questions will help, and you start by looking at them, then going to the book, but then after the book coming back to some more questions, so that you know you are on track, and somewhere you can evaluate yourself whether you are able to solve it or not. Does it answer your question, Parveen?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Keep that approach. Okay. Any other doubts?
Sir, I have one question.
Yes, Aman.
Yeah, sir. Since last year, I made preparation started. I have my preparation started, and I made copy for almost every sections. And you made every 3-4 section in a month, and then you go for another 3-4 section in the next month, and after that same thing repeated. And in the end, first 3 sections concept has gone partially. I mean.
Okay. So you say कि आप भूल जाते हैं.
Yeah, that's the problem for me. And I mean, you prepared all the things accurately, and in the end, when exam is near, and then whole thing got just
Yeah, it's like
mixed up.
almost the beginning again, right?
Yeah,
कि
yeah. I
सब
mean,
yeah, that is a problem when you do not know how to revise, right? The approach कि आपने जैसे let's say you started with structural geology, which is the most common topic to start in the beginning, but when you finish all the topics, you feel कि structural geology तो मेरे को अब याद ही नहीं है पूरा जो पढ़ा था मैंने, right? That is why the concept of note making is very important. You should make a very crisp note. You should not rewrite the whole book, right? When you are making notes, make sure you are writing down the things that you think are important and you think you will forget. Okay, and there's this repetitive revision strategy where you revise everything after 14 days. There's an app for that also. So that app, or if you have the calendar or you have some way of keeping your schedule, you should know कि you should revise. Let's say you have read it on the first day, then make sure you revise it after 14 days, then you revise it after 7 days, then again after 14 days. So every day you should have something from the back from the previous year that you have to revise, so that you are not forgetting it and you have an idea about what the topics were, what are the topics that were important to me, what are the topics that I keep forgetting. And this should be specially done for the theoretical topics like paleontology and Indian stratigraphy, and to some extent ore geology, right? These are the topics that have lot of things to remember. So if you do not revise them, it will go back to like as if you have just started it, because you will forget almost all of the things if you're not revising, and that is very natural. Okay, no one has that capacity to remember that huge volume of data every time. It is by only revising it again and again you are going to make it very permanent in your memory. And it is not always the whole data that you have to remember. It is the crucial bits of every topic that you have to, or every जैसे if you talk about cratons, you should know the crucial information of all the cratons, right? Or let's say you're talking about trilobite, you should know the important things about trilobite, right? So that you keep on revising, and you will be not forgetting it if you are in continuous touch रहना ज़रूरी है, right? ऐसा नहीं कि पढ़ लिया भूल गए फिर 6 महीने बाद फिर से खोला तो obviously it will feel like it is new, right? So in your revision strategy, keep that thing in the schedule, right?
Also,
हाँ,
yes. Harsh sir, होता क्या है? What they do is they study something and then they don't practice it.
Yeah.
And once you don't practice that stuff, you're definitely gonna forget it after 2 weeks or after a month. Leave alone after a year.
Yeah.
Year is a very long time. But if you don't practice it just after you studied it, you're definitely gonna forget those.
So that's what we do. We actually keep on the cumulative test. So the cumulative test will assure that the test is being on everything that has been taught since the starting. That's what cumulative is. So structural पढ़ा आपने, then mineralogy, then the weekly test you will get structural and mineralogy both. Then you study geophysics, then the three of them all together. So we will keep that accumulation, or that accumulated knowledge does not run off, right? It remains accumulated with you, because every week you will be given some question. Or if you're not, means I'm not telling you that you should join or something, but make sure you have something that can keep you in touch with that, right? You have some questions to solve. Otherwise अगर केवल रिवाइज करना होगा तो आप भी मीन्स आप थोड़ा सा उसको स्किप कर दोगे कि चलो ठीक है, not today, I'll do it tomorrow, and then it will start piling on. And this is the biggest mistake that I've seen students, good students make this mistake, that most of the ones, those who go for video lectures, what they do is that once they have the video lectures, they do not follow a strict schedule of looking at the video lectures or viewing the video lectures. And that what it does, it piles it up, right? And keeps on piling. And there comes a time where you give up, like अब तो इतना बचा है और time भी नहीं है तो कैसे करें, right? And that is very scary when there's lot of left and there is only small time that is left with you. So that is a very, very common problem, right? So if you are going for self-study, or if you are going for video lectures or something, make sure you are on a very, very tight schedule and you do not be very easy on yourself, okay? Keep yourself reminded that you are in a preparation in which there are people who are also preparing. So once you do not practice question, you take yourself out of that race. So rank लाना छोड़ो, आप रेस से ही बाहर हो जाते हो once you are not oriented in the right direction. आप पढ़ रहे हो, you are not solving question, doesn't mean anything. आप क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर रहे हो, यू आर नॉट रीडिंग, देन ऑल्सो डजंट मीन एनीथिंग. आप पढ़ ही नहीं रहे हो, यू हैव एवरीथिंग बट यू आर नॉट रीडिंग, बट दैट इज एंटायरली डिफरेंट थिंग, राइट? तो वंस यू आर इन द गेम, you have to make sure that you stay in that race, right? Because it is after all a competition, right? It is the test of your grit, it is the test of your commitment, it is the test of your, what you can say, desperation to crack that exam, right? So make sure you are in that race throughout. ठीक है सोमन?
Thank you, sir.
हाँ, तो रिवीजन एक प्लान तरीके से होना चाहिए. एंड आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि देयर इज अ परफेक्ट स्ट्रैटेजी और कोई ऐसा एक टाइम टेबल है जो मैं आपको बता दूंगा. नो, एवरीवन मेक्स देयर ओन स्ट्रैटेजी, बट यू शुड बी वेरी ट्रू टू योरसेल्फ कि you should know ki what is my weakness, what are the topics that I need to revise more, right? And that is just being a good student, right? A good student is someone who knows what is wrong with him, right? You can find a lot of people who can solve your problem, but you should know what your problem is actually, right? Whether it is NATs, I'm saying that again, most of the students that say that they have a fear of NATs do not actually have the fear of NATs, is the fear of not knowing the very basics. If you know the basics, most of the questions are not that difficult. It can be easily solved, right? So first of all, evaluate yourself, see whether you have the problem in NATs or the theory or the basics, आपका fundamentals ही सही नहीं है, and then you can make your own strategy. We will help you with that if you want. Anyone else? Any doubt? Any sort of doubt that comes in your mind? Feel free.
Sir,
Yes, Praveen.
sir, actually I started reading about the gravity portion from Robert J. Lilly, sir. So the problem I'm facing is like I will decide like I will complete today 10 pages, okay, in the morning. So and I will start reading, but and each and every line when I read, I get a lot of doubts, sir. Like why is this coming like this? And I will think about that the whole day, and I'll go and read some paper about that, and I'll go search in Google. So like that my whole day goes, sir. So I'm not able to complete like what I decided. So at the end of the day, when I go to sleep, what did I do today? I didn't do anything, sir. So that feeling comes to me always, sir, because it's very difficult to understand each and every line of this about this gravity, like about the free air anomaly in the passive continental margin. So how did it come like that? And it says that Gauger anomaly mimics the topography, but in some paper I read that it is a free air anomaly that mimics the topography. So it got me confused, sir. What is actually, so all these problems I'm facing, sir. So I feel that I will not be able to complete it's a vast syllabus. So that fear is also in me, sir.
Yeah, I understand. And that is very genuine, because if you do all the preparation on your own, Parveen, your method is right. You read very thoroughly, and you have problems, then you discuss with someone, and when you have more problems, then you take some professors help someone, but it takes a lot of time, right? And because these are concepts, right, you have to give it time, you have to spend time with it. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि if you read one line and it will automatically click, right? You have to spend time, you have to think, you have to orient yourself, you have to look for other papers, and no doubt this is a very tiring process, right? And it will sometimes makes you feel, जैसे आप बोल रहे हो कि when you go to bed you do not feel very good about it, because you have I'll not call it wasted, but you spend a lot of time which could have been minimized, right? And you should have a happy feeling about it कि I have got this concept or this gravity anomaly wala part, or for any topic. I mean, this is the real problem that most of us who are preparing on our own will face, right? And this is it is a challenging process, right? If you are on your own, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but it will take time, it will, no doubt, it will take time, but at the end, if you can endure through all of that, it will make you a better student, a better known person of that topic, right? But it can take a lot of time, and most of the time you can break in between. Matlab, you get so frustrated that you give up, right? And that is the thing which is very unfortunate, because many of the times I've seen people, those who have switched entirely from preparing कि अब नहीं करना है, because they don't really find it enjoyable, or they don't get that feeling to read it anymore. But the problem is कि if you're not able to understand some concept, you can take help. It is not wrong to take help. Problem पता है क्या है? Once, जैसे I'll tell you what happens when you take video lectures or when you take classes of any topic or for anything. What happens ki if someone else is explaining you something, at that times it feels that it is very easy, right? ये लगता है, if you see some video, if you see explanation of any question, and if you see some concepts being explained, you will feel ki okay, this is logical, okay, this step, and yeah, finally you come to this, right? Which feels ki okay, this I can also do, which no doubt you can do, but it will not be that easy if you do it on your own. Someone who has spent some time can guide you better. So I would advise ki you should look for some help. You should look for some professional help, which someone can help you through that concept, but do not rely completely on that coaching or that teacher. Means, when I say do not rely, means कि उसने बता दिया, मुझको आ गया, and that's it. That is the biggest mistake. You should, once you understood the concept, you should give it time, sit with that concept when you are revising, and that's what revision means. Try to explore it from other perspective, try to fit that in some questions, and what I mean is to spend time with that concept. Then only you can ingrain it in yourself. Then the feeling comes ki you have really understood it. Because you can see the video of someone explaining general theory of relativity, and it will feel perfectly okay when you see that video ki okay, this is logical, ye aisa hona chahiye, and that doesn't mean that you understand relativity completely. You have an idea of it, how it works, but when a question comes, you will have to sit through it, you have to explore, you have to think, and then only you can apply it. Okay? अगर इतना आसान होता तो हर कोई आइंस्टीन हो जाता, right? It is not that कि you cannot go that way or it is very difficult to understand. It is just that कि knowing something is different than having a feeling that you know it. These are two different things, and I've experienced this first hand. अगर आपको लग रहा है आपको कोई चीज़ आती है और आपको कोई चीज़ आती है, इसमें बहुत अंतर है, right? लगना is something you can feel कि you know it, but you will not be able to apply it unless you sit with it, explore it, think over it, and truly ingrain it. Okay, and that will take some time. So taking help in that regard, joining, taking a video lecture, taking a class or something is really good. But make sure you are not like कि अब मैंने coaching join कर ली, एक बार मैंने पढ़ लिया तो हो गया, नहीं. 80% of the job is still on your hands. 20% कि आपको जो that 20%, see, is always 80-20 ratio, right? Whether you do anything, जो आपका 20% जो आपको कोचिंग से हेल्प मिलेगी, that is 20% in terms of concept, but it is saving a lot of time. Okay? उसको समझने के लिए you would have gone through many books and papers, as you are saying, and maybe get frustrated in the way. But someone has explained it to you. But that 20% which has been explained to you should be, you should take it, you should spend 80% of your effort on that, right? You should spend time with that. You should solve some questions related to that. You should see if I am able to explain this question or last year questions or the questions in test series, if you are able to apply it or not. That is when you really know that you have a understanding of something. That's what it really means, and it takes effort. right? What we can do is we can provide you a guidance that can save a lot of your time. Something that you can do on your own in like 2 years, we will able to make you do it in 8 years. But this doesn't mean that your effort will be less. No, your effort will be that much only, but you will not be wasting your time in exploring the books, exploring the concepts here and there. We will do it for you. We are making your job easier. We are not doing the job for you, right? I'm not going to write the net paper on your behalf. It's you have to do the paper and you have to appear for the gate paper. I can help you with it. I can save a lot of your time, or anyone who is giving you some help can only save a lot of your time. The effort is still has to be done by you, and that is the part which is difficult. अदरवाइज जो भी कोचिंग ज्वाइन करता या जो भी कोई भी हेल्प लेता वो सबको टॉप करना चाहिए था. दैट डजंट हैपन, राइट? बिकॉज it is what the person you really are. I mean, are you serious about your preparation? Are you really looking forward to crack it? You are looking forward to clear all your concepts, and that's what it really matters. And that eventually builds up confidence that is there when you are sitting for the exam. The preparation that you have done for the 1 year, that whole preparation is the confidence that you will feel while you are appearing for the exam. And if you have not done it, you know it. आपको पता है कि आपने अच्छे से प्रिपेयर नहीं की है, तो वो एग्ज़ाम में वो कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आ सकता. एंड दैट इज़ वेरी वेरी फंडामेंटल. अगर किया है तो आपको वो कॉन्फिडेंस अपने आप आ जाएगा. इफ़ यू हैव पुट एफर्ट थ्रू इट, इफ़ यू हैव एंड्योर्ड द होल लर्निंग प्रोसेस, एंड इफ़ यू हैव कम थ्रू इट, then it is very easy, and it is like you will feel like okay, it's just another paper and I can easily solve it. And questions होंगे भी आपसे, and there are guys who have shown massive improvement, and that is only because they know कि it is not just the help, it is the whole effort that I give in that really accumulates and turns into confidence, and that's what you show in the exam, right, Praveen? So
Okay, sir. Thank you.
make sure that you don't waste a lot of time, right? It is very
Okay,
good
sir.
if you ask someone who has already cracked the exam, right? Or someone, do not waste a lot of your time, okay? And end up with very small amount of information, okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Anyone else? Any other question that is inside of you before you are starting your preparation?
Yes.
Yes, Shashank.
So how do we decide which book is better for us?
Can you
Okay,
elaborate?
for the exam we are being concerned with.
Means what is better for you in career wise, or I don't understand the question.
Sir, how do we decide like which book is better for a particular topic? Like if we take an example of like being crystallography, or be it stratigraphy, or be it paleontology. So how do we decide which book is the best for that particular exam?
Right. So you again have to go back to the question papers, right? Look at the previous year question papers. You see, there's this book of sedimentology, Sam Box, right? Literally, I have seen the statement picked up from Sam Box and kept in the questions. Literally, they have just taken it out of it and put it in the question. So there are some books which are followed by the people who are making the questions, right? So by looking at the type of questions, by looking at the 2 or 3 books, you will get an idea. And there are means ये सब काम किया हुआ है यार. ये सब काम आपको पूरा you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time, right? It has been done, right? There are books which are prescribed for every topic, right? आप उसको पढ़ना शुरू कर सकते हो, but वो book भी पूरी नहीं पढ़नी है, right? J.D. Winter is good, but you don't have to read every chapter and every bit of J.D. Winter. It's not advisable because it is a 2-semester book, right? You should know what to read and what not to read. That is very very important, okay? So you can get guidance on what books you have to follow. Anyone you can ask me, anyone you can ask. He will tell you what book you should follow for any topic, right? But उस book में क्या क्या पढ़ना है, क्या क्या नहीं पढ़ना है, that is the challenge, okay? You don't have to read every book from cover to cover, okay? You have to be very very decisive. जैसे if you, let's talk about geophysics, okay? Geophysics for the geology student, that comes in the common section. There is no question that you will find is not in William Laurie. William Laurie is the book that you can read and solve all the questions, right? There might be few questions which are in geophysical method which you will not directly find in William Laurie. Then there are other books for it, but most of the geophysics questions can be easily found, solved with full explanation. Seismic reflection, seismic refraction, gravity, anomaly, correction, everything. Earthquake, अर्थ का जो प्लैनेट्स पे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, like what is the earth and the solar system, Kepler's law, or everything is given in that. But then there are lot of things within that topic. जैसे if you go for let's say SNP waves, there is whole derivation of SNP wave, there is a lot of applications of SNP wave which is not required, which is definitely not required, and it will just eat away a lot of your time, right? So you should know what not to read. Okay, शशांक, बुक्स तो आपको बता ही देगा कोई ना कोई, right? Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Anyone else? Lopamudra, how is it going? कैसा चल रहा है आपका प्रिपरेशन? Lopamudra, can you hear me? I think, have I answered most of the question? Is there no question left? Prabhat?
Yeah, I think you have answered most of the questions. और किसी के कोई भी डाउट है?
सर एक चीज मुझे पूछना था सर।
हाँ,
शिशिर सर।
या बताओ।
सर मैं रांची यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ता हूँ। सर मुझे ये पूछना था सर कि कोर टॉपिक्स ऐसे क्या क्या है सर जिसमें मुझे ज्यादा ध्यान देना है एज कम्पेयर टू अदर?
ओके, आपने कब से प्रिपरेशन शुरू की है?
सर फिलहाल तो नहीं शुरू किया है सर, बस अपने से सेल्फ कर रहा हूँ सर।
ओके, कोर टॉपिक्स देखो, अगर आप गेट किस एग्जाम पे ज्यादा फोकस है आपका?
सर गेट, फिर मतलब गेट नेट दोनों में है लेकिन ज्यादा गेट में। गेट
पे, तो गेट के आप अगर प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस उठा के देखोगे तो आपको ये साफ साफ पता चल जाएगा कि स्ट्रक्चरल जियोलॉजी टेक्स द लीड इन नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, राइट? सो कोर टॉपिक उतना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है। कोर जियोलॉजी में जैसे आपका स्ट्रक्चरल, पेट्रोलॉजी, ये सब कोर में ही आता है, राइट? लेकिन कोर में भी आपको जस्टिफाई करना है कि कौन सा टॉपिक ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है एज कंपेयर टू द एग्ज़ाम, बिकॉज कितने मार्क्स का आ रहा है, कितने क्वेश्चन स्ट्रक्चरल से होते हैं, तो उसका एक एनालिसिस वीडियो हमारे यूट्यूब पे भी मिल जाएगा आपको, जिसमें ये दिखाया है कि गेट में किस टॉपिक पे ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं, राइट? एंड देन यू स्टार्ट योर प्रिपरेशन अकॉर्डिंगली, ठीक है? वैसे द बेस्ट, इफ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग ऑन योर ओन, द बेस्ट वे इज टू स्टार्ट विद द टॉपिक्स यू फाइंड इज ईजी, जो आपको कोर में तो है लेकिन आपको ईजी लगते हैं। जैसे सम ऑफ यू माइट फील मेटामॉर्फिज्म इज नॉट दैट डिफिकल्ट, तो यू स्टार्ट विद मेटामॉर्फिज्म, दैट विल स्लोली बिल्ड अप योर कॉन्फिडेंस एंड देन यू मूव टुवर्ड्स द टॉपिक दैट आर डिफिकल्ट। जैसे लेट्स से यू फील ग्रेविटी एनोमली और ग्रेविटी करेक्शन वाला टॉपिक अ लिटिल बिट डिफिकल्ट, डू नॉट स्टार्ट विद दैट, राइट? इट कैन गो ईदर वे, मतलब हो सकता है कि आपका फिर आपको पढ़ने का मन ही ना करे, राइट? सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल स्टार्ट विद द टॉपिक दैट यू नो, उसको कंप्लीट करते करते गो टूवर्ड्स द डिफिकल्ट पार्ट, सो दैट व्हेन यू रीच टू द डिफिकल्ट यू नो कि आपने इतना कर लिया है पूरा, राइट? एंड देन यू स्टार्ट टैकलिंग दैट। ओके शिशिर,
थैंक यू सर।
या एनीवन एल्स? See, I am telling you this from the experience of 5 years of teaching geology students. From the last 5 years I've been teaching, and I've seen that most of the time, the problem really lies in sincerity, and that is the basic. Again, हर चीज़ के कुछ बेसिक्स होते हैं। पढ़ाई का बेसिक ये होता है कि आपको सिंसियर रहना है। सिंसियर इन द सेंस यू शुड बी very oriented towards cracking the exam, right? जैसे there was this student Bhanupriya, there was a student Shibashish Mukhopadhyay. The sincerity you can see in them, right? When they solve the question, the next day she used to call me and ask me कि sir ये वाला question नहीं हुआ, and I did it like this and I did it like that, but again I was not able to do this question, and then we have a discussion on it. And then you can see the improvement in the next test, right? she got a all India rank of 38 in GATE examination and rank 2 in NET examination. But when I saw her test series when I saw the marks she got in test series, it was consistently in GATE she got 7168, 7168, around that. And you can see the improvement from GATE mock first till GATE mock 10. She has shown an improvement of around 10 marks. This is a huge improvement regarding she started with around 50s or something and she moved on till 60, 67, and she duly noted that when I was asking her, she duly said that the test series has helped her improve in not only the approach of solving the question but also the width. क्योंकि जब आप खुद से prepare करते हो, the main thing that you miss out is the types of question that you can get, right? Or the perspective that you can get to solve the questions, and that is what a professional help can give you. But again, sincerity आपके end पे बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है, right? तो क्योंकि UPSC ऐसे एग्ज़ाम में GSI के जिसमें अब जनरल स्टडीज़ भी आ गया है, राइट? तो उसके 3 प्री मेंस और फिर इंटरव्यू वाला पार्ट है, तो ये बहुत ही लंबे प्रोसेस है, राइट? And there is natural that you will feel low at sometimes. That is fine, but you have to come back and be that sincere about the preparation. You should trust yourself, be sincere, and that's all it asks, right? अगर आपका रिवीजन शेड्यूल्ड है, आपके क्लासेस शेड्यूल्ड हैं, आपका क्वेश्चन सॉल्विंग शेड्यूल्ड है, एंड यू आर फॉलोइंग दैट, एंड देन आई डोंट थिंक सो दीज आर दैट डिफिकल्ट एग्जाम कि आप क्रैक अच्छे से नहीं कर पाओगे. यू कैन ईजिली डू इट. Any other doubt? Yeah, any other query that you have regarding the exam before you start your preparation?
सर आपने जो भी बताया कि जो आप जिनके बारे में बता रहे थे, तो सर वो गेट में 60 to 65 एक अच्छा नंबर है क्या
शुरुआत के लिए? गेट में 71 72 तक में आपकी टॉप 10 में रैंक आ जाएगी. आपने गेट का पिछली बार के कट ऑफ और टॉपर के मार्क्स चेक किए हैं शिशिर?
सर चेक किया था सर, अभी फिलहाल याद नहीं है सर.
मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ कि देखो जो फर्स्ट आता है उसका लगभग 78 80 के आसपास आता है, मतलब दैट इज, और सेकंड 72 77, मतलब इसी के अराउंड. अगर आप 65 प्लस, देखो कोई भी ये सोच के नहीं जाता कि उसको फर्स्ट आना है, मतलब फर्स्ट इन द सेंस कि वो फर्स्ट आ ही जाएगा, ये पता नहीं रहता किसी को. आप अपना बेस्ट देते हो. 65 के ऊपर के जितने भी मार्क्स हैं वो पेपर पे डिपेंड करते हैं. 65 के बाद जितने भी एक्स्ट्रा मार्क्स आते हैं वो उस पर डिपेंड करता है कि पेपर में उस तरह के क्वेश्चंस आ गए जो आपसे बन गए, राइट? एंड दैट अगेन डिपेंड्स ऑन कि कितना क्वेश्चन आपने पहले से सॉल्व किया हुआ है, राइट? तो टॉप 10 जो रैंक आती है वो आती है, वो कोई लाता नहीं है, राइट? यू गिव योर बेस्ट डिपेंडिंग अपॉन दैट 3 आवर्स. किस तरह के क्वेश्चंस आए, व्हाट वाज योर कॉन्फिडेंस, हाउ वाज द डे, वो पूरा उस पर डिपेंड करता है. लेकिन 65 तक आप अपने एफर्ट्स से ला ही सकते हो, राइट? उसके ऊपर का डिपेंड्स ऑन द क्वेश्चंस, राइट? और कट ऑफ वगैरह पे डिपेंड करता है क्वेश्चन कितना टफ है, इजी है. लेकिन अगर आप 68 70 के आसपास जा रहे हो, यू आर इजीली इन टॉप 20, राइट?
थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू सर.
Anyone else? Who is this? Anwar.
गुड आफ्टरनून सर.
हाँ बताओ.
सर मुझे पूछा था ये पेट्रोलॉजी, मेटामॉर्फिक और इग्नियस पेट्रोलॉजी, तो मुझे उसमें दिक्कत आती है सर, समझ में आता ही नहीं, तो उसको किस तरह से करना है सर?
मेटामॉर्फिज्म,
इग्नियस मेटामॉर्फिक,
इग्नियस एंड मेटामॉर्फिक पेट्रोलॉजी.
यस.
देखो इग्नियस में सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है कि यू शुड हैव अ गुड आइडिया अबाउट द फेज डायग्राम्स, राइट? फेज डायग्राम्स बहुत ही इजी टॉपिक है अगर आप उसको लॉजिकली करोगे तो. और टेक्सचर तो ठीक है, टेक्सचर याद करने वाली चीज़ है, टेक्सचर यू कैन लर्न, राइट? यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड इट, इट्स नॉट दैट डिफिकल्ट. द मेन प्रॉब्लम इज इन द फेज डायग्राम एंड मैग्मा. तो फेज डायग्राम में देयर इज बाइनरी यूटेक्टिक, टर्नरी यूटेक्टिक एंड पेरिटेक्टिक ऑफ बोथ. इस पे आपका स्ट्रॉन्ग होल्ड इन द सेंस ये होना चाहिए कि जो फेज डायग्राम है उस पर हर पॉइंट पे अगर कोई भी एक पॉइंट रख दिया जाए उस फेज डायग्राम में, यू शुड नो कि यहाँ पे अगर लिक्विड है तो वो यहाँ से किस तरफ जाएगा, what will be the degree of freedom, what are the minerals that will be present, what is the reaction that is going on here. और मेटामॉर्फिज्म की अगर मैं बात करूँ तो मेटामॉर्फिज्म को पढ़ने का तरीका ये है कि देयर आर लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस विच आर बेस्ड ऑन मिनरल असेंबलेजेस, दैट वो आपको एक सेट ऑफ मिनरल्स दे देगा और पूछेगा कि वेदर इट बिलोंग्स टू इक्लोजाइट और नॉट, राइट. सो कुछ इंडेक्स मिनरल्स होते हैं या कुछ ऐसे कैरेक्टरिस्टिक मिनरल्स होते हैं ऑफ एवरी फेशीज, राइट. यू शुड हैव अ वेरी स्ट्रांग होल्ड ऑफ दैट. उसके बारे में, जैसे आपको अगर इक्लोजाइट डिसाइड करना है, राइट, इक्लोजाइट है कि नहीं, ये अगर उसमें प्लेजियोक्लेस है तो इक्लोजाइट हो ही नहीं सकता, राइट, बिकॉज बस इक्लोजाइट में क्या क्या मिनरल है वो नहीं याद करूंगा मैं कभी, राइट. व्हाट आई विल लर्न इज दैट इक्लोजाइट कैन नॉट हैव प्लेजियोक्लेस because it is unstable at that high pressure, right. And then it has clinopyroxenes called omphacite and it has garnet which is red in color, pyro magnesium garnet. ये चीज़ें मुझे पता हैं, then I can solve any question that is based on eclogite mineral assemblage. Same way if I am looking for granulite में I know कि there cannot be any mica present except for biotite because granulite will always have anhydrous minerals. There will be no amphibole, there will be no mica, right. There can be sillimanite, there can be orthopyroxene and clinopyroxene. ये सब चीजें जो बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट है, वही अनवर, इट कम्स बैक टू दिस थिंग कि आपको जो बेसिक फंडामेंटल्स हैं मेटामॉर्फिज्म के वो पता है कि नहीं. वो पता है, यू कैन सॉल्व ऑल द क्वेश्चंस, राइट. इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट पीटी ग्राफ वेरी नाइसली, PT graph is the soul of metamorphic petrology, right. If you understand that PT graph, you can solve all the questions which are coming from that part, right. जैसे क्लॉशियस क्लैपरॉन का इक्वेशन आ जाए, डेल्टा एस डेल्टा वी का क्वेश्चन आ जाए, न्यूमेरिकल है जो वो आ जाए, या फिर देयर कैन बी अ क्वेश्चन ऑन मिनरल असेंबलेज, देयर कैन बी क्वेश्चन ऑन फेशिस सीरीज. एवरीथिंग बिकम्स ईजी वंस यू नो द फंडामेंटल्स. सो व्हेन यू आर रीडिंग, try to, when you're reading the chapter or when you're reading any notes, understand what are the physical or which are the basic things of this PT graph, and then metamorphism will become easy. If you understand the basics of the phase diagrams, then igneous petrology will become easy, right. समझ में आया? यहाँ पे मैं आपको पूरा पढ़ा नहीं सकता, लेकिन मैं आपको ओरिएंटेशन बता रहा हूँ, आपको जो बेसिक चीज़ें, जैसे आपसे कोई पूछे कि अगर टेम्परेचर कम हो रहा है या किसी मैग्मा में आप इम्प्योरिटी मिला रहे हो तो मेल्टिंग पॉइंट बढ़ेगा कि कम होगा. अब आपको ये नहीं पता है, राइट, देन इट विल बी वेरी डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन फॉर यू, राइट. वंस यू नो कि इम्प्योरिटी डालने से मेल्टिंग पॉइंट कम ही होता है, राइट. तो ये चीज़ अगर आपको ग्राफ में दिख रही है, देन यू कैन ईजिली सॉल्व. व्हाट इज यूटेक्टिक? यूटेक्टिक का मतलब क्या है? यूटेक्टिक इज अ कॉम्पोजिशन और इट इज अ टेम्परेचर, राइट. हाउ डज इट डिपेंड ऑन प्रेशर? ये बेसिक चीज है, ये अगर पता है देन ऑल द क्वेश्चंस आर वेरी इजी. ठीक है? एनी अदर डाउट?
Sir,
यस, हु इज दिस?
sir, Anjali.
अंजलि, या अंजलि, टेल मी.
Sir, how to prepare aptitude for NET and GATE?
See, aptitude is something which is developed through practice only, right. आपको कोई एक बार बता देगा कि जैसे what we do here is we give questions like weekly on certain topics in aptitude, right. जैसे probability का क्वेश्चन गेट में आता है, right. You keep on, you do not focus it as a subject, right. aptitude का मतलब क्या होता है? आप उस क्वेश्चन को करने के योग्य है. aptitude मतलब you capable enough to solve these kind of questions, right. So aptitude is something which is only dependent on practice. Practice जैसे you should know what is basic graph system, you should know what is basic area and volume formula, you should know what is some simple AP-GP series, some simple probability calculations, right. So and that will, ऐसा नहीं है कि इसके लिए आपको पूरी probability पढ़नी पड़ जाएगी. There are certain points that you should know, right, and practice more questions on that. Only practice. Take any book of aptitude. कोई भी aptitude की book उठा लो अंजलि. Anyone, doesn't matter which book. Go for R.D. Sharma, go for R.X. Agrawal. Any book, right? CAT की कोई book उठा लो aptitude की. Just start solving it. The more you solve, the more easy it will become with time. That's it. ठीक है? उसका कोई उसका ऐसा तरीका नहीं. जितना ज़्यादा solve करोगे उतने ज़्यादा questions आराम से होते जाएंगे. What we do, we regularly give it and explain the question. उसको explain करते चलते हैं, and so every week you have a practice of certain aptitude questions and that will help you, right. तो आप भी ऐसी आदत डाल लो कि आपको नेट पे भी बहुत क्वेश्चंस मिल जाएंगे, राइट. तो आप बस आदत डाल लो कि हमको दिन में 5 एप्टीट्यूड के क्वेश्चन अच्छे से करने हैं, राइट. जितने भी टॉपिक हैं डेली करना ही है, बस एक आदत बना लो एंड इट विल बी इजी फॉर यू। ऑलराइट,
Yes, sir.
कोई इसका स्पेसिफिक तरीका नहीं।
Yes, sir.
एनीथिंग एल्स गाइस, किसी और का कोई भी डाउट हो? सो अगर आप लोग प्रिपरेशन अभी शुरू कर रहे हो, दिस इज अ वेरी वेरी गुड टाइम टू स्टार्ट द प्रिपरेशन, राइट? इफ यू आर डूइंग व्हाट यू ऑन योर ओन, आई विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट एंड बी फोकस्ड ऑन not wasting lot of time, be sincere about it and respect your time and then time will respect you eventually. Okay, and जो लोग join करना चाहते हैं, that is you're very welcome because we are starting a new course and this is a preparatory phase. इसमें you will get फिर मेरे ख्याल से फेब के आसपास शुरू होगा।
Yes sir, Feb last week.
Okay, so just after the exam we will start with the new session. Then अभी से ज्वाइन कर लोगे तो आपका थोड़ा सा उस मूड में आ जाओगे आप जिसमें प्रिपरेशन अच्छे से शुरू हो सकती है, राइट? सो दैट्स ऑल। इफ देयर आर नो क्वेश्चंस वी कैन कंक्लूड दिस।
Yeah. I don't think so anyone else has any questions remaining.
किसी का है तो आप पूछ लो अभी, अदरवाइज वी विल कंक्लूड द मीटिंग।
Yeah. Last call for anyone. Anyone who has doubts regarding the preparation or questions or anything. Sheetal, you are already in class, I guess. So, Sheetal, any problems that you are facing in classes?
No, sir.
Okay. So
you are
आपको समझ में आ
understanding?
रहा है Sheetal? You are following the classes?
Yes, sir, regularly.
Okay, good.
Shubhangi, same with you. Shubhangi, any problems that you are facing in the classes?
No, sir.
तो समझ में सब आ रहा है आपको भी?
Yes, sir.
तो बेटर लग रहा है?
हाँ, sir, definitely.
ओके, चलो, ऑल द बेस्ट। बस यही एटीट्यूड रखना है हमको 1 साल तक, बस, ठीक है? बहुत आराम से सिलेक्शन होगा।
ठीक है, सो वील कंक्लूड दिस मीटिंग, एंड आप लोगों को बाकी कोई भी इशू आए तो आप लोग जिनके साथ भी कनेक्ट में हैं, शायद आप लोग कुछ अंजलि मैम के साथ होंगे, कुछ भक्ति मैम के साथ कनेक्ट में होंगे, कोई रक्षा के साथ कनेक्ट में होगा, सो आप लोग उनसे बाकी आप अपने डाउट्स पूछ सकते हैं, वो लोग आपके डाउट्स क्लियर कर देंगे।
चलो फिर, ऑल द बेस्ट एवरीवन एंड आई विश यू वेरी वेरी बेस्ट फॉर द एग्जाम्स you are preparing for. May you get the rank that you really want. Okay, so all the best.
So we'll conclude it and we'll end this one.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Chalo, take care.